This is Not Worth Living, a podcast that features creatives interviewing themselves with a preset list of questions. Unlike other podcasts that feel like conversation between friends, this one aims to feel like eavesdropping on a psychiatrist's visit. Today's episode features...
Hi, my name is Bobby Miller. You may know me from my films, but you probably don't know me from them, if I'm being honest. I wrote and directed a feature called The Cleanse, and a Critters Attack movie that a lot of people didn't like. I'm not selling myself too well here. Listen, I wrote a novel. It's called Situation Nowhere, and it's about everything that annoys me in the world right now, whether it be AI, late-stage capitalism, among other things. And did I mention it? There's a plot point in the book where people explode because they drink an energy drink. I don't know. Is any of this working for you? What makes you tick? You know, as a younger man, I thought what made me tick was wanting to... pain. Some sort of pain that was driving me, that it was like, if I could just do something that I really thought was good, and maybe other people thought was good, maybe that would solve something. Nowadays, I don't really know what makes me tick anymore, but I do still feel something that's unresolved that needs to continue to come out. So, for what that's worth. Would you open an envelope with your death date? No, no way. I don't want to know that shit. And also, I think I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy here, but I kind of want less data in my life. I want less answers. I don't want to know something right away anymore. I want to think about shit for a while. So no, I don't want data on my death date. What was the first time you remember creating something intentionally? I think it was an early short film I did back in college. And I remember, so the thing is I've always been attracted to comedy. And there was a moment I was watching Todd Solondz's movies. I was becoming more interested in fucking with an audience and making them feel other things besides laughing. And it was those short films I did where I felt really intentional in a way that was not just, hey, I want to make you laugh. I also want to try to do something else. What keeps you motivated? Anxiety, baby. If I think if I weren't perpetually anxious, maybe I wouldn't do anything. What inspires you at the moment? I feel like it's a negative thing. I feel like just looking at what's happening in the world, I feel compelled to keep going and keep making stuff. What's your latest project? It's funny you asked that. It's called Situation Nowhere. I already set this up at the beginning, but you can buy it at situationnowhere.com. And an audiobook is going to be available, if not available right this second. And take a chance on it, guys. People like it. I don't know what to tell you. If money was no object, what would be your dream project? I would just want time. I think, right? I don't know. It's a weird thing because I have clearly a film background and a history, but lately I've been really into writing books. So I don't know. Would I make a film, or would I just take off work and just have time to write and really go at it? Right now, I'm honestly in the fiction camp, so it would probably be just, can I go somewhere nice and write for a long time? That sounds like the, what is it? The Time Enough at Last, Twilight Zone, where the guy's just trying to read and then he has all the time in the world and then he breaks his glasses. Spoiler alert for that episode, by the way. Is there a quote or a motto that you work by? I think in general, and maybe this is more professionally, but just have a good time and don't be a fucking asshole. Like, don't be miserable to work with. And also work really hard. Would you be friends with yourself? Yeah, I'm pretty funny. I mean, you probably wouldn't know from this conversation with myself, but I'd like to think I'd be friends with myself. Would I though? Yeah, I think so. I mean, what's not to love? What do you do differently from other people? I would say there is a contrarian spark within me here. For example, I have a dumb phone. This is something that has been building in me for years. I've tried to do like little minimalist things on my iPhone and try to make it dumber. And then I bought this thing called the Light Phone 3 recently, and I fucking love it. And everyone at work makes fun of me for it, but I don't really care. In a moment where the algorithm and tech companies are absorbing our soul, I would just want to go another way. And so this is part of that. And I think judging from literally everyone in the world, I don't really see anyone with a dumb phone. So I don't know. Does that make me cool? I don't think so, but it makes me sane, at least in my head. What would you like your epitaph to say? Man, I think that changes. I have a 4-year-old now, and I think before him, I probably would want it to be something about being an artist and blah blah blah. But now that's shifted. It's so cliche, really. I mean, what a fucking cliche. But I would hope that I was a good dad.